Hello everyone. Today is the 15th of November, which is also the 15th day of the challenge, starting on November the 1st, going through November 30th, my birthday, my 61st birthday, which I'm trying to achieve 610,000 steps, which means I need to do about 20,333, a little over that per day. Today is the 15th. I have 14 days in. I haven't walked yet because I'm recording this in the morning because I have two different activities today that will probably keep me from filming this in the evening. I still will try to do the update, the nightly update. So this is not the nightly update, nor is it a video in the series. It's not a video in the series of how I lost 108 pounds. This is just a recap of the first half of the challenge. I don't know what's going to happen today, so it's not exactly half. It's the morning of the 15th day, not the conclusion of the 15th day. So in order to get the 610,000 steps and approximately 300 miles, they said between 280 and 300 miles when you walk, it depends on your stride, when you walk that many steps. So it varies. So it could be 280, it could be 250, it could be 310. Who knows? We just don't know. Some days you get a lot of steps and then you think, wow, I should have more miles than that. Sometimes you get fewer steps and you think, wow, I should have gotten more. I shouldn't have gotten that many. Wow, that's a lot of miles for that amount of steps. It doesn't feel like I walked that much. So that happens too. You never really know. So I'll discuss some of the things that happened during this walk. I started on the first. Everything was fine. Weather was good. They said it rained on Halloween, which was the day before the challenge. I was up late on that night, and I got a late start. The way I thought about doing this journey would be to walk maybe like 8,000 steps in the morning, then take a couple hours off, do some things, then work and get 8,000 steps in the afternoon, and then off, and then at nighttime before bed, get another 8,000 steps. Well, life happens, so sometimes that didn't work that way. The very first day of the challenge, I had a small modification because of the fact I was up late on Halloween night. And I started late, and so I did get the needed steps, but I didn't do it quite the way I wanted to. I had weather. In the beginning, I didn't really have much weather, but I did have 4 days, I think, of really a lot of rain, and I had to walk indoors. That happened. Then we had on the 11th, which was Veterans Day. I walked on the 11th and got steps, but they were kind of like in between places. We'd go to one restaurant, then we'd get some food and maybe get it to go, then walk to the next restaurant or drive to the next restaurant and walk around. But I wasn't on a constant walk. I haven't been able to really do a constant long walk. Probably only about 6 of these 14 days. This is only 14 days, so this is not including today. So by tonight, I should have half of my steps in, which would be about 305,000 to get the 610. I had interruptions, so I knew I wouldn't walk. I wouldn't just start at step number 1 and end at step number 200, and 20,000, whatever. I probably wouldn't be able to do that. I think one day the longest walk I took was, I think, about 17,000, 18,000 steps on one walk. I walked from Monrovia to all the way to Arcadia, walked around Arcadia, walked back to Monrovia, walked around Monrovia. That was a nonstop 3.5 hour walk, whatever, 17,000 steps. So some days you walk, you stop, you walk, you stop. So on the 11th we had that going on. I developed blisters 2 nights ago on my feet, and I had to be very careful because I was hospitalized. If you watch the videos back there, you'll see what happened. I had a bone infection in my toe, almost lost my leg. I was at home taking 4 IVs a day for 6 weeks. Couldn't hardly work. Really put a financial strain, an emotional strain, and a medical strain on me. When you think, wow, I've always had 2 legs, as far as I know. and now I might only have one, or lose part of my foot, or lose. And when you do this, you start researching. There was an Olympian who had the same thing. He I think he lost two toes, and he was able to be a sprinter, and he won. I don't know if he won gold or whatever, but he won awards. And that was another female, I think she was a soccer player. She lost toes and she played, and they showed that you can get a prosthetic toe, which I wouldn't be able to afford, I don't think. A prosthetic toe. And there's sandals that has a fake toe on there. You can slide your foot into it if you wear sandals. But most people just hide the fact that they lost a toe. Well, luckily I did not lose a toe. So when I started getting blisters, I had to worry about that and treat it. And I treated it over, basically I got up in the morning, saw it, I treated it, I wrapped it, I put the ointment on it. Once again, if you want to know about the ointment I use, you can write down there. The gauze is, I use they have some gauzes called pads, some is called sponges, but they say it's basically the same thing. So I wrapped it up, taped it up, and now I'm fine on that. I just gotta make sure I always wear my shoes and never go outside barefoot and all that. So that is an issue that I had to address, and I worried that I might even have to stop the challenge, because if I was continuously having blisters and bleeding in my toe, or any kind of an opening of my toe, I would not continue. I would not be able to continue the walk. So this is the 14th day. After that, okay, that healed up, and then yesterday, 2 days ago, that was happening. I did get a lot of steps yesterday. Doing fine with that. I'll probably get a lot today, and I'll be able to catch back up. I'm a little bit behind because I had a few days that I walked fewer steps than I should have. I don't really like walking in place. Standing there walking in place. I knew when I started this challenge, and I said that could happen due to weather. When I first started this channel, it was super hot. It was like 105, and then it would get up to like 109 or something like that. I put some videos on there. If you look at the heat wave series, and there's a short series on weather on heat wave, you'll see that I had to modify for heat. Now I have to kind of modify for weather, because it might rain. Today they said we're gonna get Santa Ana winds. I guess they said it started by the heaviest Santa Ana winds we've had in a while. There's very, very strong winds, and I don't want to breathe in a lot of that dust and debris, and also got to protect your eyes when you're out there, and that we'll see how bad that gets. And I might have to mall walk again today. I don't know, maybe have to mall walk on day 15, but this is the 15th day. This is the wrap up of the 15th. I won't do a second nighttime video, but this is what I have on the 14th day. This is basically the 14. This is 14 days of what I've walked, not including today, which is the 15th day, which I'll put on the nightly update that I have different playlists. People ask me, can I break it down into little playlists so it's easier for them to find what's going on the channel. I have one that I talked about just now. It's heat wave. It's called heat wave, but it has also cold weather. I might change the name of the playlist to like weather, but if I want a heat wave, you kind of know what it is. And there's one here on the nightly updates. There's another one on here about the birthday month walking challenge in its entirety. There's one here that has all the videos on the channel. There's one playlist on here that's only the videos in the actual series, which is a series of how I lost 108 pounds. So let's go over this real quick, because I gotta go. Okay, I started on the 1st of November 1st. Okay, so far I have 282,011 steps. 282,011 steps. That's averaging 20,148 steps a day. I need 20,333. So I'm not that far off. Like 200 steps. So 200 and about 200 steps a day. So if I could just increase coming each day over that amount by 200, I'll catch back up. Yesterday I walked 21,769. So there's a day, for example, that I surpassed the 20,333. That was 21,769. So I'm averaging right now 20,148. So that's pretty good, considering the fact I had a few days that I've only had like 15,000 steps. One day I had 11,631, and another day I had I had a 17,000 day, a 16,000 day, 15,000 day. So it's good that I was able to catch up, because when I first started this walk, I made a mistake. I thought I needed 23,033, not 20,000. 333. So I was walking 20. I thought I was walking 24,000 steps. So the first 3 days I walked over 24,000 steps per day. That's a little heavy for this challenge. It's not bad to do. It's just a little bit heavy. Okay. Then my miles, I currently have 130.25 in. So I'm gonna walk today. Let's say I get another 10 miles. That's 140. And if you times 2, that's 280. That's about what they said I should be doing. So that's not a big concern. And that averages out to 9.30 miles per day. So that's where I am right now. Things I saw along the challenge, a lot of weather, saw some wildlife. Talked to a few people that walk. I try not to talk to too many people because I want to keep walking. I walked the trail, walk Arcadia, Monrovia. Then I walk the mall. They changed the name of the mall. I think it's called the Shops at Santa Anita. It used to be called the San Diego Westfield Mall. In fact, I'm going there today because I have a set day 2 of a 3-day focus group there. So I will be walking in the mall, not all in the mall. Now this video is being shot today on the 14th. The 15th. November 15th is the day I'm shooting this. It probably won't be published till maybe one more day. Maybe it'll probably be published tomorrow. And then the nightly recap, I may have to do that for day 15. That might actually publish on the 16th because I am going to see a movie tonight, and I'm not sure what time it wraps up, and if I'll be too tired, blah, blah, blah. So this is what happened so far in the first half of the challenge. Thank you so much.